Hey guys, welcome to another Guardians of Wilt-Shire video. You're here with your host Luke, and this is another one of my hobby vlogs. Some of you might have seen in my introduction to Marvel video. I'm not sure what I actually call it yet, but this is my new project. So this is my first hobby vlog starting on these models. So this one is primarily going to focus on just assembling these guys. You would have seen I've got the Incredible Hulk as well, but I'm probably going to assemble and paint that all in a one-er, as it's such a big model and focus more of my attention onto that. So yeah, this one is going to be assembling Avengers and Guardians of the Galaxy. As you can see, you get your 4 bases in each pack, and for the most part they are relatively simple to put together. I showed you Black Widow from the Avengers last time. That's literally just sticking her to the base, and that is sorted. So we've also got Thor in there, Captain America and Iron Man. They've just got like the one limb to attach and then put on the base. With the Guardians of the Galaxy, it's a similar story. So with Drax, you've got to attach a leg. With Rocket, it's his tail. Gamora, you've got the arms, and for Star-Lord you have a choice of heads. So you can either have him as is shown on the cover with his mask on, or without. I'm probably going to go, I'm not actually sure yet. I might go without, because it's such a nicely sculpted face. I might just, well, actually I don't know. Star-Lord has his mask, so it's got to be with the mask, yeah. So yeah, I'll probably come back when I've got them sort of ready to go on bases, I suppose. And here they are all laid out. So I'll start from the left, which is the Avengers. So there's Black Widow, a nice focus shot you would have seen. Love the detail on the face. It should be a straightforward enough model to paint, all black, bit of gold, and then flesh and the hair. Nothing to do with her, just put her on the base and sorted. Again, so I can get a nice focus shot of the bases. So you got sort of a rough texture with a few rocks on there as well. So not a lot of needing to do in there. You might have to sort of fill in. So I put her in there. You can sort of see where the gap might be. Again, green stuff, no problem. Then we got Captain America. So we get a nice shot. So you got him sort of ready to pounce, and his shield, which has already got the detail on for the star and the different rings of colour. So his arm goes in roughly like that. Again, maybe a bit of green stuff, but no big issue. Next up we've got Iron Man. All he has is an arm, which just fits in like so. Or actually, yeah, it must be that way. Looking at it, he's got some nice detail on there to pick out the different sort of metallic colours. So you got the shiny red, the gold, maybe a bit of the silver. Only issue I'll have with him is the sort of his arc reactor sort of colour and his repulsors on the end of his hand. See if I can get a shot. Just that circular bit in the middle. There we go. I don't actually have a colour, so I might have to see if I can mix one or just hang off and get the right colour. Thor, probably the most fiddly because he's such a large model. So his leg here fits in there to line up with his foot there for the slotter base, and he's just got an arm to attach. I think they're all going to need a bit of green stuff in, which isn't my strong suit, but it should be easy enough with slightly larger models than I'm used to. And then we come over to the Guardians of the Galaxy. These guys are a bit more fiddly by the looks of it. Rocket, the raccoon, on his base with his big gun. He's actually got a rule called Big Flarking Gun, which I think is hilarious. Detail on the gun is amazing. So all you got there is his tail, which just slots into the back there. Straightforward enough. You've got Star-Lord with his pistol and holding, what's the name of it? I can't remember. But here it's just his head. Oh, try and get a shot. Oh no. Let's put it down. It's so fiddly, and I've got sausage fingers. Don't think I'll be able to get it for you guys easily. Hang on. Where is it? Come on. There we go. So even that head has got loads of detail on it. So yeah, I'm decided I'm doing with his mask on. His helmet, should I say. I keep saying mask as a helmet. And we've got Drax. A lovely model. So he's obviously got leg missing and his arms, which he's holding his knives there. They are easy enough to fit on. It's just getting the angle right so they actually look like he's pouncing on his enemy, pouncing on Thanos. And then Gamora, the most fiddly, horrible model I think is going to be put together. Because she's so slight, putting a torso on shouldn't be an issue. It's just those tiny little arms that have to go in those sockets. But the detail is incredible, so hopefully I can get that put together straightforward enough. And I'll probably come back when these guys are all assembled and then ready to be sprayed. And coming back in now, and as you can see, all of the guys I had are assembled. I'll start over with the Guardians. So as you can see there, we've got Star-Lord, Gamora, Rocket, and Drax there. I'll show you some of these guys. So here's Star-Lord. A lot of these guys did need a bit of green stuff just to make sure that gaps and stuff weren't as visible. So you can see under there, I've had to do a bit under his neck just because the way his head was positioned, it looked like there was like pointy bits of metal sticking out. So I just green stuffed over that and it just looked like his undershirt. So he's fine. I'll show you Drax next because he probably needed less work. The only green stuffing really was just a gap in the leg there. He looks very menacing like that, wrapped to lunge with his dual knives. The detail on him is incredible. Can't wait to paint him up. Next we'll show you Rocket. So he's got his big guns there, his tail. He needed a bit more work, especially around the tail for the green stuff, just because the gaps were too big, I felt, and the way that it was positioned didn't suit it. So I've had to put a bit in there, but I think that's fine. And now Gamora, probably the most fiddly, horrible model to put together. So it came in 3 parts we would have seen. So she had her legs, the body, and then the arms. Body, not so much an issue putting together. It was just the arms really, because they're so thin and delicate. It was difficult to position them. But I think I've managed to pull it off, and hopefully when it's sprayed up and got a bit of paint on, it shouldn't look too bad. Next, come to Avengers. So we got Captain America, Thor at the front, and then Black Widow and Iron Man. Excuse me. Black Widow, straight enough to put forward. Put her in the base. It's done. No real issues there. Lovely model. Iron Man, again, all it was his arm there. A bit of green stuff to fill in the gap. No issue. Would nice to see him probably have like a flying version of him, but I'm happy with him. Thor, he came in 3, so he had his arm there, no real issues, just filling in gaps really, and then his leg there, which again, just in the middle there, you can sort of see just a bit of green stuff to fill in gaps. No real issue, especially around the base, easy enough to put on. In Captain America, again, just some green stuff to fill in the gaps, especially around the base as well. You would have seen on all of them, it's just so that the rocks and the sort of the slots in the middle weren't so visible. So if I show you the Captain America again, on the back there's a huge gap between the model and the base, so I've just made it look like there's a bit more rock there. So hopefully when that's painted up and dry brushed as stone or something, it should look fine. So there they are. I think that'll be the end of this video. I'm probably going to spray them up later on today, ready for some painting. I'm probably going to do sort of 2 models at a time maximum for my hobby vlogs. I'm thinking start with Black Widow, because all that will really need doing is the, can't focus, whoops, will be the hair, the face, the hands, and just the sort of wrist bands and the belt, because the rest is black anyway. So maybe once if that's had a wash of non oil, it should look as in it's like a sort of leather jumpsuit. Is it a jumpsuit? I don't know women's fashion. But that's Black Widow, probably my first. And to go along, I'll probably do another Avenger. I'm thinking Iron Man, because it should be pretty straightforward. I'll probably spray black, go over it all in gold, and then go over that gold with red on the parts I need, and then maybe just pick out some of the tiny little details that will need sort of maybe a rune fang steel sort of colour. So I think that'll be my first 2 models I'll do, and that will be on my next hobby vlog. So if you're like me and new to this game, let me know if you'd like to see something different in the comment section. If you want different models, if you want something from the Guardians done, or either the other 2 Avengers, let me know. Again, this is probably going to be a solo project on the channel by myself, and maybe I'll get in some other people from nearby for bat reps or other things like that. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure you comment, like, share, subscribe, like our Facebook page, and we'll see you very soon.